It was New Year's Eve of 2021, and the weight of that tumultuous year hung heavy on all of us. My friend Brian decided to throw a house party to bid farewell to this troublesome year. I arrived early to assist with the preparations. Securing a spot in his parents' room meant I could indulge in drinks without the worry of driving home, as his parents were away for the night. The party kicked off with enthusiasm. Our close-knit group and some of Brian's unfamiliar friends were in attendance. As the clock struck midnight, the customary cheers and jubilation for the new year echoed through the house. However, as the night wore on, guests trickled out, leaving behind only our core group engaging in a laid-back drinking session in the living room. Amidst the relaxed atmosphere, a peculiar sound disrupted our tranquility. Initially dismissed as typical household noise, it soon morphed into a persistent creaking that seemed to resonate from downstairs. It was Brian, our friend Paul, and I left awake by this time, and as the noise persisted, we couldn't ignore it any longer. We traced the sound, and to our surprise, it emanated from the basement. Reluctantly, Brian opened the door, calling out to whoever might be down there. The creaking ceased abruptly, shrouding the space in eerie silence. Driven by curiosity and perhaps emboldened by our inebriation, we ventured down the stairs, armed with the misplaced confidence of those under the influence. The basement, cluttered with various items, appeared ordinary at first glance. Yet, as we combed through every corner, seeking an explanation, I noticed a rocking chair. Seating myself in the chair, I inadvertently started rocking back and forth. A shiver coursed down my spine as the chair emitted the exact creaking noise that had troubled us upstairs. Brian and I exchanged alarmed glances, a silent acknowledgement of the unnerving coincidence. Rising abruptly, a sense of dread enveloped me, every instinct urging a swift exit. Sprinting up the stairs, we slammed the basement door shut, sealing off that ominous rocking chair. Perplexed and unnerved, we grappled with the inexplicable phenomenon, searching in vain for a rational explanation. For days, Brian kept the basement locked until his parents returned. A thorough search revealed no presence, yet the chilling realization lingered: the rocking chair, a relic of his late grandmother, had seemingly moved on its own. It was a peculiar and unexplainable encounter with the inexplicable, an occurrence that left an indelible mark on my perception of the paranormal. To this day, I remain haunted by the memory, an inexplicable occurrence that defied logic and reason, leaving an unsettling imprint on my psyche. I'm going to take you on a chilling journey, a tale of New Year's Eve that unfolded in a way that twisted reality and made me question the limits of fear and the unknown. It was December 31st, and Roman entrusted me to care for his dog, Buddy, while he was away for the new year. An evening that began with routine dog-sitting took a haunting turn. Roman's instructions were simple: feed Buddy, take him for walks, and ensure he stayed off the furniture. Buddy, the small husky mix, was a peaceful companion. As the night descended, the unexpected arrival of a woman claiming to be Roman's girlfriend stirred unease. Her swift ascent to Roman's room and subsequent departure left me bewildered. My attempt to reach Roman proved futile, and a feeling of foreboding settled in. Later, when Emily arrived, we shared the evening in the living room, waiting for the late hours when Buddy's alertness suddenly caught our attention. A knock, without the customary doorbell, sent shivers down our spines. The novel remained unreachable, rendering us paralyzed with fear. Emily and I sought refuge in the spare bedroom, only to be jolted awake by Buddy's distressing howls. He fixed on the door, growing with an intensity that froze our blood. Outside, the unsettling sounds of footsteps and a woman's voice demanding to see Roman permeated the silence. Instinctively, I bluffed about summoning the authorities, hoping to deter the unknown intruders. And miraculously, they vanished into the night, leaving behind an eerie stillness that was deafening. Summoning the police, we secured the house, but Roman's continued unavailability intensified our anxiety. The unsettling feeling grew as the night wore on, and my sense of responsibility led me to stay, guarding Buddy in the house vigilantly. When Roman returned earlier than planned and changed the locks, his urgency painted a picture of a darker truth. His revelations about the mysterious woman hinted at a deeper, sinister narrative, one he chose to keep veiled. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, but the unexplained events of that New Year's Eve haunted me. It was a harrowing reminder of the fragility of security, urging caution in the face of the inexplicable and the need to safeguard oneself in an unpredictable world. Reflecting on that night, the lessons learned about the thin line between safety and vulnerability resonated deeply. It was a tale that blurred the boundaries of reality, leaving behind an indelible mark, a reminder that some fears are shapeless, lurking in the shadows of the unknown. The night was eerie, the kind that clung to your skin, sending shivers down your spine without reason. It was New Year's Eve, and a group of us had ventured out to a friend's house nestled in a rural community outside the city, a cluster of houses scattered across vast acreages, connected by dirt roads that snaked through the landscape. As the designated driver, I was tasked with ferrying a friend back to the city while the others decided to revel and crash at the party house. The clock ticked past 1:30 a.m. when we started our journey back. However, a call interrupted our homeward path, a plea from one of our friends left behind. Chaos had erupted at the party, prompting everyone to scatter. They found themselves at some distant acquaintance's place in the same rural expanse. Navigating those remote terrains was no easy feat, especially with GPS signals fading in and out, leaving us directionally challenged. It was as though the map itself was shapeless, refusing to adhere to the usual laws of navigation. Our determination to locate our stranded friends pushed us further into this enigmatic puzzle. The clock marched toward 3 a.m. when we stumbled upon an unsettling scene. An old pickup truck, its roof adorned with a blinding light, parked on an obscure access road. Two men sat inside, their presence feeling out of place in the dead of night. Their gaze followed us with an unsettling intensity as we passed by, igniting an unspoken sense of foreboding. Attempting to regroup and chart our course, we paused, only for the pickup to reappear, sidling up to us with an inexplicable urgency. Questions about a white Dodge pickup were thrown our way, a guise that barely veiled their underlying intentions. Their guidance to take a specific turn aligned with the GPS before it had lost its signal, an uncanny synchronization that further unsettled me. Pressured by the looming presence of the truck, we followed the indicated path, a gravel road hemmed in by foliage. The warning sign of a dead end ahead sparked panic within me. True to our fears, the pickup, now aggressively tailing us, collided with our car in a jolting assault, blocking our retreat and sealing our entrapment. Their demands to exit the vehicle rang with a chilling certainty. They had orchestrated this moment, confident in their advantage. Little did they know, this wasn't my car. With reckless abandon, I propelled the vehicle toward the man standing before us, an impulsive act to break free from their sinister trap. The screeching of metal and the blur of trees as we swerved between them marked our escape, leaving behind a trail of chaos in the rearview mirror. The lesson learned that night was etched in the adrenaline-fueled moments. The shapeless, enigmatic roads of the countryside held secrets, and the decision to leave one's car behind might just be the line between safety and an unfathomable nightmare. The darkness of that New Year's night harbored a shapeless terror that refused to be confined to mere roads or tangible fears.